Hey guys, welcome back. I'm headed to Lexi's. I was over there all day yesterday. We painted Hunter's office. It's actually called Starry Night. It's like a deep navy blue, and painted the doors and the trim white. And then we painted her front door black. I don't think I have a picture of her front door, but her front door looked like somebody took a black Sharpie to it and scribbled on it and it ran out of ink. It was like a black stain, like they went for a, I don't even know what they were going for. It was bad. So anyway, I used the black beyond paint and I painted her door, front door black, and that looks so good. And then we painted his office. So she asked me if I would come help her move a dresser into that room. He wants his dresser in there and just kind of rearrange it and fix everything back. So I'm going to show you what we painted. I didn't film painting it because I just didn't have time. We were in a hurry because it was our anniversary. She wanted to surprise him. And we only had from like 9 o'clock to 2:30 is when he got off work. So we were in a hurry to get that done. And I think she got, the white needs a second coat. I don't know if the blue does or not. We'll see what she's got done when we get over there. And then she's also putting some of the baby's clothes up because she's out of newborn. Some of her 0 to 3 are even too small. You know, it's just all kind of size different, fits different. So we're going to go through some of her stuff, I think, or she already has. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see what we get into. But I was just going to bring y'all along. I felt like grabbing my camera and didn't film yesterday. So we're going to go see what we can get into. Okay, so plans changed. I ended up not going to Lexi's. She had to run to Hunter's work, so she wasn't home by the time I left, and I'm glad I called her and just didn't go all the way over there. But she had an appointment this afternoon, so that's why I have Lakely here. So anyway, I came home. I've ordered some pictures from Shutterfly of just different pictures I've taken of her. So I did run into Hobby Lobby and get a couple of frames, and I'll show those to you guys in a minute. But I got an 11 by 14, 8 by 10, and I think I got 4 5 by 7 frames. I've got more pictures than that coming, but I'm not sure what I need yet. So I knew I needed that. Those cats have paper. But anyway, she is gassy and her belly's hurting a little bit. She's needy right now. So I'm just sitting down rocking her. She sat in her little bouncy seat for about an hour. And I got the kitchen picked up a little bit, so that was nice. But now she's needing to be held and rocked. So we're gonna drop everything we're doing and rock this baby. But I was talking to Lexi, and if I think, I'll have her send pictures to me of Hunter's room and her front door. That way you guys can see what we did. But she said that was like the last room in their house that needed to be redone. And I think they did their bathroom first, then of course their kitchen's beautiful, it doesn't need anything. But they did their bathroom, then they did their room. Of course we did Lakely's nursery. So now we did Hunter's office, and she said that's the last thing that needs to be done in our house, and it'll be completely redone. So I got to looking on YouTube, and I was like, I just want to see what all we've done to this house, because I think we've done every room. So I've been going through videos and just looking at the befores and afters, and it looks so different. It's like once you live in it for a little while, the new way, then you forget. Go get him, Flash. Go get him. He's gonna go take care of the paper problem. He's gonna take that paper away from the cats. But anyway, it's so different, and you get used to it this way, and when you look back on it, you're like, oh man, that's crazy. Like, it looks so different. So anyway, and I've given her, she has gripe water and she has Mylicone drops, but she's just really hurting. But anyway, and you probably hear all kinds of craziness in the background. I was gonna let you guys know too. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put a video together of the house when we moved in it and what it looks like now, just for those of you that are new, that haven't been the whole journey through, and just quick, nothing really long and drawn out. I don't want to bore y'all to death, but just, you know, to kind of go back and look. I think it would be kind of neat to do that at my mom's too, at my brother's, at my aunt's, at Debbie and Jim's. I think that would be kind of neat just to go back and look. But I was gonna let you guys know too that our black and white cat Willis, we had to put him down. So he went under Heather's bed and wouldn't come out. And when she went to get him out, it was like he couldn't stand up. So we just thought he was sick. We were going to take him to the vet and the next morning. So by next morning, he was like completely paralyzed. Like he could not use his back legs. So anyway, he had a tumor. We had to put him down. And that was just yesterday. So Heather cried all day yesterday. She was so upset because, you know, she loves these cats. And Willis was my favorite too, just because he was chill and he didn't really bother anything. He was the keeper of the dryer, and I guess it didn't really hit me too hard until I went and put clothes in the dryer, and then my heart sank because I was like, where's Willis? See how he's laid on that dryer? But looking back at it, I just wonder if he was hurting and that dryer, like the heat from the dryer, maybe eased him off because he stayed on that dryer and on the water heater. If the dryer wasn't running, he'd get on the water heater and lay. But he never acted like he was in pain. He ate good, everything, and it just all of a sudden got him, and he was just about a year old. So that's so sad. It broke our hearts. So we're down a cat, and they're kind of, you can tell they're kind of looking for him. I think they'll sit and look out the windows and look at the door, and then they'll look around the house. And so I think that they know, you know, that something's off, that they're missing him. But, you know, that's part of having animals, and that stinks. And I hate it for her because I love these cats too. I do. Like I said, Willis was my favorite. But if something ever happens to Flash, I will lose it. Like, I will be so sad. I'll be devastated. So I hate that for her. I really do. And, you know, like I said, it's just part of having animals, and that stinks. But, you know, it's what it is. But anyway, I'm going to put together a little before and after, I think, maybe, and put in this video. And then, yeah, let you guys see all that. Just, like I said, quick little flashes of before and after. And then I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know that it is 3:15. Alden worked over today. When I have the baby, they help pick her up. That way I don't have to get her in the car, which I don't have her much, but you know, the couple of days that I've had her in the afternoon. So Alden is working late today, so he wasn't going to be able to get her and bring her to me. But Heather said she could get her, so Heather is getting Allison. So when Heather and Allison walk through the door, I'm going to lose her. I won't be able to hold her the rest of the night. But I've had her for a little while, so I'm ready for a break, ready for some extra hands. You don't get anything done with a baby. I've forgotten what it's like to have a baby because you can't do anything. You can't get anything done. It's like, yeah. I have done a load of laundry. I picked the kitchen up while she was in her bouncy seat, but she doesn't really, I mean, she wants to be held, and we did it to her. We've ruined her, I know. But say, I'm so good and I'm so sweet. Say, I'm so sweet. Still got that head full of hair. Say, I still got, uh-oh. Say, I still got that head full of hair. Say hello. Say hello, people. Say hi. Say hi. You gonna smile for them? Say, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Yeah. That's so cool. Those from Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Those are really cute. So it's a little bead, and you can look in it, and it's a picture.
Can I wear those school one day?
No.
My friends would love to see that, Mama.
Did they get to see it?
Kinda. We can try this one.
Rebert.
She asked me if I want pink, and I was like,
I'll get it. Oh, there it is. Maybe.
You can see her, yeah. She said she picked pictures of it.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much. So if you've been around a while, you know that we have all swapped bedrooms and traded rooms with each other so many times we've gotten the itch to switch. But this was peel and stick wallpaper, and when I put this up, I barely butted it up against each other. And at this point, this was Allison's room. So it ended up shrinking down a little bit and there was gaps. And you'll see later that I just got tired of it. I ripped it down and we redid that room again. You'll see makeover number 2 in a minute. But moving on to this kitchen. These kitchen cabinets were terrible. There was so much paint on these cabinets that it was like they applied it and they didn't let it dry, and they applied another coat and another coat, and there was still wet paint. You could put your fingernail down into like a paint run and peel it up, and there was wet paint under it. So we scraped and sanded and did all of the things to get these cabinets back in good shape and painted them white on top and black on the bottom. We used cabinet paint from Sherwin-Williams. We got them looking so much better, still not perfect, but anything was an improvement. But you'll see later, we ended up putting some shiplap backsplash up, so that backsplash is gone. But we painted all those, let them dry, hung them back up. Then we painted this little half wall black behind those white cabinets that really popped. And I love how it turned out. It was definitely much better than it was to begin with.
See, this is nothing in real life. It might just have been a bad dream. You can run, you can hide, but you can't put the blame on me. Because you're acting like a volcano, tending to be my savior. Nothing you do can save us, save us. Because you're acting like a volcano and make me feel outrageous. You keep teasing me, but you're nothing without me. Like a volcano, tending to be my savior. Nothing you do can save us, save us. Oh, like a volcano, tending to be my savior. Nothing you do can save us, can save us, can save us. Oh, nothing you.
So Heather's bathroom was next. She hated this color, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad color. I mean, I didn't hate it, but she did. So we were going to go ahead and fix that. So we painted the walls light gray, and then I painted the cabinet black, the same as the kitchen cabinet. So painted that black with the walls light gray. We had some shelves above the toilet that were not in studs, and they fell and busted the lid to our toilet tank. So Alden put new shelves up for us. So once those were up and done, I added a piece across the front, a little piece of trim, and I painted those black to hold towels. Went to Hobby Lobby, bought some decor, just a few pieces to add to this bathroom, and I think it looks so much more modern. I love pops of black, and I know it's not everyone's thing, but it tends to be a theme around here, so we're just going to go with it. But yes, I think this bathroom looks so much more modern than it did in the beginning. And since doing this makeover, we have taken down the shower door, and she just has a shower curtain now, and that shower stays so much more clean without that track and that door getting mildew and all the nastiness. So I can look back on older projects and see all of the little mistakes that I made and how far I've came since then. So practice doesn't make perfect, but it definitely makes better.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss still burning. Didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile. It's impossible, not melting, irresistible when I look through your eyes.
So this laundry room is how everyone gets in and out of the house. The garage is on one side. We come through the garage. We walk through this laundry room to get in the house. And basically everyone else does too. So I needed something done to this laundry room just to make it look better. It was just an eyesore. It just looked old and dated. So we painted the walls gray. We painted the cabinets white. And that's all we did basically at this point. You'll see later that we put new flooring down. I put board and batten on the wall, and I hang some hooks up on the wall, just a little decor, and just freshen the space up, and it looks so much better.
I'm a butterfly who has only begun, taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to a
So moving on to this living room, when you walk in, our ceilings and walls are just cut up all sorts of different ways and different angles. As you can see here, the dining room kind of hangs down. Everything else is kind of A-framed. It's just odd, but it was painted just this brown color, and I didn't mind it too much. It was really warm and I liked it okay, but it just didn't really match our cabinets, I didn't think, since it's painted that color above our kitchen cabinets. And I wanted a color that was just more neutral than that. So we went with gray. One of you guys recommended it and I am still loving it to this day. It is gray and beige mixed. So ours is Mega Grage by Sherwin-Williams, and we painted all of the main area this color. So up the stairs, in the hallway, above the kitchen cabinets, living room, all of the main areas painted this color, and this was a job. We worked our tails off getting this whole area painted this color.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name.
So just ignore my child sitting there, but our dining room was maroon when we moved in. So I painted it white not long after we were here, before I started YouTube, so the dining room was just white. So I wanted to add a little bit of character to it, so I did board and batten. This was my first attempt at it. I used a 3-inch piece across the top, and then I used yardsticks as the batten strips just because they were half the price as real batten strips, and you can't tell the difference once they're painted. So there you go. It's a very affordable way to upgrade a space, and we are still loving that as well.
I used to spend time with all my friends, but who's gonna like me if I'm not there?
So after I got a taste of board and batten and how easy it was and how much better it made a space look, I wanted to do the fireplace. So I think this is one area in our house that looked super dated, was just that tile around the fireplace. So I painted the fireplace board and batten armory, and then I painted the tall tundra frost, and then we made our own mantle and hung that, a floating mantle, and then we added shelves. We took those white shelves down, they just were like closet shelves, and added some shelves there and made the space look much more modern.
I'm in the spotlight, not home till midnight. I want somebody to...
Allison had moved downstairs. Her and Kennedy had traded rooms, and she wanted her room painted, and I told her no because we had just painted this room not long before and I wasn't gonna repaint it. So Heather told her she could get a wallpaper and I would do one wall, and I agreed to that. So out of all the wallpaper in the world, this is what she picked. It was a polka dot. My eyes were crossed and I had the biggest headache ever when I got this done, but it did turn out super cute. But that's all we did in here.
It's a new day for a high.
I ended up back in the laundry room. I added some board and batten. I added some hooks up there above it just for like a coat rack or just to hang a shirt or whatever out of the dryer, just a handy little spot. And then I put some peel and stick tile down and I put spacers in between it and I grouted it. And so far so good. It has been such a huge transformation going from the old worn out linoleum to that new floor, and it still looks as good as the day I laid it. And I love the board and batten. It seems to make this room look so much longer and bigger. This is probably one of my favorite spots that I've made over.
I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt.
I was up in the bonus room cleaning one day and the wallpaper had bugged me so bad that I just peeled it off the wall. I was tired of looking at the gaps and it just wasn't doing it for me anymore. So Shonda had given me this wallpaper It was actually not the peel and stick kind. You had to wet the back like the old-fashioned wallpaper, but we hung that. We put paintable brick wallpaper at the bottom that we've still not painted. It's still just the way it is. We painted the walls iron ore by Sherwin-Williams, and there is plenty of light that comes through those skylights, so I knew it wouldn't be too dark for this space. We also painted the back of the door iron ore, and I remember standing there thinking, should I do it? Should I not? And I just did it, and then once I did it, it was too late to turn back. So we painted it, and I love the back of this door. That white trim around it just pops. And yeah, I think this room is super pretty. It's also one of my favorite rooms in the house.
'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way.
I wanted to do something special for Heather. Heather is the most selfless person, most giving person I've ever met in my life, and she would completely do without so that somebody else would have what they wanted or what they needed. And she is an amazing friend. I trust her with my life, my kids, obviously, but she is my best friend. And I wanted to do something to her space just to make her feel special. She loved the iron ore paint, so I had some left over, and I thought an accent wall might be kind of cool. So we painted the wall that her bed was on iron ore, and then left the rest of it, of course. We just added this picture up top. Then I think I'd bought her new sheets too, but I just shopped around the house for decor and just kind of swapped some things out. But just painting that wall made such a difference. And that picture glammed it up. It just was really pretty. She's not a glammy person, and I didn't know if she would like that, but she actually loves that picture. So it all worked out good. She loved it, and I'm so glad we did this for her.
And you could try hating or shaming, there'll be no bowing or taming. Nothing like us, babe, we'd be glorious. So bang on the door, step to the floor, stir it up now.
So moving on to the master closet, we agreed that whoever got the biggest bedroom, like the master bedroom, would share like the closet space and the bathroom space, all that, just because it's bigger and we split bills. So anyway, some of my clothes are in here. Well, when you walk in the closet, boom, there's the clothes right in your face. So we took that rod down off the wall to the left, and we moved it to the end of the wall on the left, and that gave us so much more space. When you walk in that closet, it's just so open. And she loves the black, so I wanted to add a touch of black, and I thought it would be so cool to walk in her room, see that black wall, look through the bathroom, see the pops of black, and then that back wall be black. And then the white blinds, of course, pop off that. But we love it. We love the touches of black and dark gray and the stained wood. We just kind of have that theme all through our house. So I like that it flows and that every room has a touch of the same thing, but something different as well. But I think it made this closet look so much better. So moving on to my bedroom, this was one of the last rooms I did. I went to Lowe's that morning and I found build and batten kits. So it's just plastic paintable pieces that you put adhesive on and you put on your wall and you paint it. I had no idea how this would turn out because I've never did anything like this before, but I absolutely love it. I say every room in this house is one of my favorites, but this one I think hands down is the biggest transformation. I'm loving every single thing about this room. Used to, when I would do cleaning videos or whatever, I would not show much of this room because it was just plain. I didn't have a headboard. It was just a bed and vacuum cleaners, just storage, food storage, things like that. So I finally made this space my own, and I am loving it. Once I cleaned this room out and truly made it my own, I fell in love with it, and I think this room by far is the biggest transformation in this house, and I am loving it.
Oh, don't try. I don't like all the things you do. Mess with my head. Just pick me up, let me down like you don't care. This is for my time.
You guys seen us transform this little area just a couple of weeks ago. We had painted it white. It was just cheap paint. The paint was peeling off the walls. We had drew the little Sharpie shiplap lines on there. And I'm going to be honest with you, I do like those lines. Shonda came in my house for the first time, and she could not believe that that was just Sharpie lines. So it is really neat, and I think it's a very inexpensive way to add a little touch to your house, like a little area, an accent wall or something, but I did like it. So we put this peel and stick wallpaper up, I put trim up, and I painted the bottom part with our cabinet paint. And it is Inkwell by Sherwin-Williams, but it has a polyurethane in it, so it's very easy to wash. And with her cats being over here eating, they make a mess. I just needed something washable and durable. But I think we made this space look so neat. It's just its own little space now. But when you look in through the kitchen, with the bottom part being the same color as our cabinets, it kind of connects this room to the kitchen, because it felt like it was just an offset before, but now I think it flows better, and I really like it. The wallpaper's a little different. I think it looks like tire tracks still, but it's growing on me. It's just a little bit different, but that's okay. It's okay to have a different space in your house, something that just stands out. But I think this was a pretty big transformation as well. We dyed those curtains black, so they're no longer white, and I think it looks much better. But yeah, y'all, like I said, seen this just a couple weeks ago, but I do think this space turned out super cute. So moving on to this bathroom, this is the guest bathroom. You guys just seen this, so there's not a whole lot to say about it. I'm just going to let you look at the transformation and read my devotional to you guys while you do. But today's is your story, and it's Isaiah 63:7. You have a story to tell. When you think back over the years, reflect on the things that revealed God's goodness, graciousness, and love. Perhaps it was an illness or healing, a relationship or a relationship breakdown. It might have been a joy or a disappointment in your career. God is right next to us in all the things that life throws at us. You may not have recognized him at the time, but hopefully you can attest to his kindness as you remember how you got through those times. This is your story, just like the Israelites. It is worth telling and repeating. Your story is important, so be brave and speak it out. Where can you see God's goodness, mercy, or kindness in your present circumstances? Reflecting back over every room of this house, I can remember when we moved in, we were broken, but the Lord was there. He was there every step of the way, and every day He made it easier. He made a way. He mended relationships. He healed our hearts, and we've grown so much in this house. I remember doing a collab with my friend Anna, and I was so frustrated. I filmed it on the wrong setting, so I had to walk through the whole house again. I was aggravated. Nothing was in its place where it should be because I had filmed it just a couple hours before. So we had lived in this house, of course. But I can remember being so frustrated and aggravated when I went back through this house, and then it hit me that the Lord had me walk through this house one more time just so that I could see His goodness and everything He had given to us. God has given it to us to grow, to keep us safe, sheltered, warm. We have food on our table, shoes on our feet. We have everything we could possibly need, and He is so good. So be proud of what you got. Get up and take care of it. It doesn't matter if you just need to clean it, paint it, whatever. It doesn't cost a lot of money. We have updated this house on a very tight budget. everybody says, why don't you use this color or that color? Why do you use the same colors? We do use the same colors a lot because, for one, it's what we like, but number two, it's what we have, and I can't just go buy a gallon of paint for every room. I don't have the money to do that. So I use what I've got. I've made it look better, and we like it. It's all that matters. But I love you guys. Remember, Jesus loves you so much unconditionally, no matter what, no matter where you're at. He loves you the way you are. And I will see you guys in the next one.
I wanna have the heart